It's time now for Anderson Speedway's Track Talk. Catch up with everything that's going on at Anderson Speedway with Rick Dawson and Gary Mong.
Good evening. Welcome to Track Talk. Rick Dawson, Gary Mong. We are at the Mounds Mall Special Event Studio.
We got you again.
Yeah, you did that time. We can't share that one.
No, we can't.
We are happy that you've decided to spend the next 30 minutes with us. We're going to talk about racing.
Yeah.
A lot about Anderson Speedway and a lot about racing going on elsewhere.
There'll be a lot coming up this weekend.
This weekend's
Yes.
a big racing weekend.
Yes.
It's our Intersect season championships.
First of two weekends.
We've got 2 weekends of season championships now, and then we've also it's our big Madison County Stormwater Partnership and Culligan Water kids bike races. So that's always a big night at the Speedway. So we got that coming up Saturday, and we'll talk about that a little later on. We had some good racing again.
We did
Saturday evening at the track.
Rain cleared out about noon, Saturday afternoon. Skies opened
evening.
up. Yes, it was.
Got a little cool. If you come to this track this time of year, obviously, you want to bring a jacket with you. You won't need it when you get there. This weekend, I just seen 80 on Saturday, and only down the upper 50s at night, so it's not going to be quite as bad as it was last week, but gets a little cool when the sun goes down.
And this will be our last Saturday night starting at 8 for the season.
We'll start at 7 week after this one. So, but we had some good racing. We had a good field of McGonigal Engine late models. Our points leader, Jack Dawsey, set fast time. Jeff Markham won the first heat race, and Tyler Marsh got his
car put back together.
Well, actually, it's a different car. It's his dad's old car.
Oh, is it really?
They pulled it out just so they could come and
get their points
and get a car count.
Good
for us. And in the feature, Jeff Markham beat out Jack Dawson. We had, I'm trying to remember, it seems like I seen the end of that race. Oh, yeah, we had some lap car issues that we've dealt with.
Yes, Wes Russell was in a good battle with Jeff Markham. Wes had a good car.
I felt really bad for him, too.
He had a great car.
He had a good car. I don't know that he had enough to catch Jeff at the end, but he was running good, strong second, especially early in the race, and the 53 car, for whatever reason, came out of turn 4 on the
white flag.
The white flag. Jeff had already taken it and turned down to get out of the way, and he turned so hard that he got the back end squirrely and shot back up in the track right in front of Wes Russell. So, but anyway, Jeff Markham won the race, and that gave second place to Jack Dawsey. Jason Neal was third. Joe Woodring.
Good run for him.
Ran fourth, and David Clark from Muncie. Good to see him up there. Finished in the top 5.
And I think that was in one of Wes Russell's cars, wasn't it, for David Clark?
Yes. I know they help him quite a bit.
Yes.
So. We had legends and legend champion John Robbins set fast time. Gerald Miller won the first heat, and then John Robbins, in true John Robbins form, won the feature.
And that was a car that he had to put back together after the Grant Fritz Greg Dietz Memorial there. He had that accident up there in turn 1 and 2 and tore it up, so it's good to see him back out there in that legend car.
Pure Vape Indy Fast Carts were there.
Pure Vape.
Second time this month, I think, or within the past month.
And I'll tell you, Rick, they're fun to watch. That when you talk to those drivers, this is their Daytona. The drafting is unbelievable with these carts.
Yeah, they were talking about the cars were all going over their qualifying times in the feature, but they draft.
Yes.
And so they're gonna go faster.
Yeah, Kenny was telling me that at break there, and I didn't hear Denny announce that, but wow. But yeah, you're right. When they get in that draft, it's just amazing how fast they go.
R.C. Rigdon, fast time. Brian Cherry won the first heat. Brett Ashley won the second heat, and Brian Cherry won the feature.
Good racing. Yeah, I think we only had one incident in the feature, and it was something minor. So other than that,
nobody went flip-flopping down
They all stayed on their tires. That's always good with those guys.
They all stayed on their tires.
Yes, stayed on their wheels.
They all stayed on their tires. Let me ponder
okay,
that
wait a minute.
statement.
They stayed on their wheels. Okay.
There's one you race fans can take with you. They stayed on their tires.
Well, meaning they never left. Okay, they weren't upside down. All right.
Hart's Auto Figure 8. Nick Warner set fast time. He took the fast time. Jeff Swinford was actually fastest and had a little weight issue. Jeff needed to have a couple more Big Macs before he got in the car. I'm sure they're usually Johnny on the spot with that, but usually there's a weight problem like that, it's just that somebody forgot to do something.
Yes.
But then Jeff Swinford won the heat race. He started at the tail of both the heats and the feature and won them both.
Yes. He's having a remarkable year. Good season for him.
Yeah, the car counts the car counts have been down the last 2 weeks, and it always is. I went back and looked at September's clear on back, for 19 years, and these 2 weekends in the middle of September are always low car counts for various reasons. And, the fan count's down a little bit too.
Right.
There's all kinds of festivals going on. It's usually the last really good, consistent weather before winter, so a lot of folks are doing stuff around the house. A lot of stuff going on with schools.
Yes.
And for racers, I know it's late in the season, so a lot of them may be running a little short on funds and are picking and choosing the races, but we expect good car counts from here on out.
I think so.
History has proved that out. Now, if we can just keep this weather, which looks like for the foreseeable future is great.
Yes.
This Saturday night, it's the Intersect Season Championships, and these are presented by the Indy Fuel hockey team.
Oh, yes. We love the Indy Fuel, don't we?
So they're going to be there along with the Thunder Roasters in their season championships, the Markham Dwelling Pro Compacts, the Hart's Auto Figure 8s, and the 2015 debut of the Thunder Cars. We've had a lot of interest in bringing Thunder Cars back.
Good.
With the car counts waned, last year pretty bad, and so that's why we didn't run them. But we've got a lot of interest. We've talked to a lot of drivers. Jack Neal has. We've had a lot of calls. We're going to bring them back. Actually, I was just going to do the one race. We're doing a 100-lapper in October. I think it's on the 17th.
Yes.
But since these cars haven't been out and raced this year, I thought, the guys probably and ladies probably want to have a chance to shake the bugs out of them since they haven't been run this year. So we're running a feature race.
I think a 30-lap feature
this Saturday night at Anderson Speedway. So look forward to that.
Be fun to see them back out there again. Some of those guys that just strictly run Thunder cars that haven't ran in the other divisions this year, it's going to be good to see them back out there.
We've had several calls, and the schedule is probably going to change as far as the lineup of everything this Saturday. Had several calls of whether or not guys can run both the Figure 8 and the Thunder cars. And if you want to run both of them, that's fine. I mean, we don't normally do that, but that's fine. But you've got to run the Figure 8 race to be able to use the same car in the Thunder car race. That doesn't mean that all the Thunder cars have to run Figure 8, but if they're wanting to do both,
gotcha,
they got to do the Figure 8 race.
Right.
And it's probably going to be the first thing on the schedule this Saturday, so it won't be an issue. And Thunder cars will be last, so if there's any changeovers or anything that needs to be made,
they'll have time to do it.
They'll have 2 or 3 features, races to get that accomplished. So we want as many cars as we can get. And
I think we will. To
put on a good show for the fans. And I tell you, this year, and I haven't heard it in the past, but I'm not going to say a lot, but I've had 4 or 5 drivers come to me on various nights through this year, and we may be short in one of the classes or whatever, and say, hey, or we may have been short, early in the week, and they've came to me and say, hey, we want to bring a car, we want to get one out there so we can support.
Right.
We put on a show for the fans, and I like that attitude with our racers because that's why they're there. Josh Poor's a great example.
Yes.
Done it at the National Crown. Took a street stock out, which can be very expensive because if they don't have the right oil pan or something, you can blow a motor pretty easy. But Josh Poor's done it on several occasions, helped us out with car counts, and I really appreciate that attitude.
That's great.
And so do the fans.
Yes. And another topic, Rick, is a couple of our drivers have been kind of venturing out of their normal divisions. 2 in mind is Josh Poor. The other is Trent Gosser. We've seen both of them run in Legends this weekend. So we got some versatility out there.
And Thunder Roasters.
Yes. So those guys there, and I kind of keep seeing more and more of that happening here. They're starting to kind of branch out of just their one division that they usually run in, and that's good to see.
Josh has always been that way, and he's
Yes.
good in whatever he gets in, and Trent has
Yes.
just ventured into it this year, and he's starting to, I mean, you watch Trent Gosser in the Legend and Thunder Roaster, if he continues to do it, you watch him start moving up in the
Yes.
in the standings and start competing for wins before
And that's fun
too
to
long.
watch him do that.
Yeah, Trent's got a pretty good coach, too.
He
with his
does.
dad.
His dad ran about anything you could think of.
He's been around for a couple of years and knows that racetrack.
He sure does.
And the racing. I want to give a shout out to one of our key workers at
Yes.
the racetrack, key employees. Got a phone call this afternoon, Kenny did, actually from him, which is good news. But our good friend Mike Orbick, who works
Turn
down
one.
in Turn 1, is in the hospital now and had a problem with his ticker. He read. Hopefully it wasn't a severe one. Like I said, he called us, so that's a good sign. But he's probably going to be away for the rest of the season and find out what caused the heart attack, which we hate to hear, and we want Mike to get well.
Absolutely.
Well soon. Mike's a great guy. He's there always early on Saturday and coordinates things down the track, and I get nothing but compliments from the racers, especially the open wheel guys when he's down
They're
there.
so
in
used to
turn
seeing
one.
him down there. Yes.
He knows what he's doing, and when you lose somebody like that, it's hard to replace
It
him
is.
sometimes.
It
So
is.
Be patient with us in turn 1 Saturday night.
Yes.
I don't know who you're going to put down there. But
I've
be
got some
patient.
ideas. Yes, I got some ideas. I do.
Is it going to be you?
No.
Chicken? Is it going to be me?
No, because I want it done right. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
Oh, now wait a minute. You always get the opportunity to slam me.
I
so
haven't had a chance to screw up that position. I've done it in the tower. I've done it from the flag stand. I haven't had a chance to screw it up down on the track.
You want to give it a shot?
No.
Okay. I'm assuming the drivers will
As
appreciate
sure
that
as
too.
I get on that racetrack, somebody will say, Rick, we need you here.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I'm sure we will be
We will.
covered, and we have the, even though we're not perfect, and we're sometimes reminded of that, the few instances where there is a screw up, we have by far the best track and safety crew anywhere.
We've been to some other tracks and we kind of watch how they do things. And
I've
you're
been
right.
at big tracks. I've been at Daytona.
Yeah.
And watched their track crew, and it's unbelievable. We was at a track a couple of weeks ago, and I'm watching all these people walking out on the racetrack while there's cars going around and everything, and I just cringe because it's not safe. But we still have over a month of racing.
We
left.
do. I think at least 6 racing events, including the Turkey Bash.
After this week, we've got the season championships for the street stocks and the McGonigal engine late models, and what else?
We got the Divorce Compacts.
And Divorce Compacts are coming back.
Yes.
That's always a good show. Then we've got the Paint the Night Pink with
That's a
sprint
big
cars. I think we've got 5 different divisions on that night. We're going to raise money for breast cancer awareness.
It'll be a great night.
Week after that, we got a Night of Thrills, and in addition to that, on the Night of Thrills, we're going to have the 100-lap Thundercar race.
Yes.
And then the the 24th, we've got triple 75s for the street stocks, the McGonigal engine late models, and the Pro Compacts, the Markham Welding Pro Compacts. And then, of course, Turkey Bash on the Saturday after Thanksgiving, weather permitting, and hopefully it's just like today.
I hope this is like this all winter long. That'd be great.
Yeah. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about some other racing that's going to be happening this weekend in the area that you're probably going to want to take part in. You're listening to Anderson Speedway's Track Talk. We will be right back.
Heart attack, stroke, serious injury. A sudden health crisis can happen to anyone at any time. So when bad things happen, choose good people. St. Vincent Anderson Regional Hospital has the area's most advanced emergency care, with a state-designated Level 3 trauma center, an internationally accredited chest pain center for heart attack patients, and advanced certification for primary stroke care. We have all the resources to deliver the care you need for any serious or life-threatening emergency. St. Vincent Anderson Regional is the only emergency department in the area with an on-site helicopter. And our $27 million state-of-the-art surgery pavilion opens later this year. Bad things can happen to anyone. Thankfully, good people are ready to help. Choose emergency care from St. Vincent Anderson Regional, the spirit of caring. Visit stvincent.org/Anderson Regional to learn more.
Honey, stop! Oh my gosh, that's Diggity's back there.
You mean the new Diggity's Frozen Treat Factory?
I heard it's unbelievable. Everybody's talking about it. They have everything yummy.
Yeah, I heard they have ice cream, yogurt, custard, sorbet.
And gelato, plus fruit smoothies, and that's just the beginning.
I heard Diggity's has over 250 toppings, not 30 or 40 like those other places, and you can even get the candy to go separately.
We can eat outside on their huge patio by the fire, too.
Okay, let's see. Frozen yogurt, ice cream, custard, sorbet, and gelato with 250 toppings? Or a plain old frozen yogurt shop with limited toppings?
Diggity's it is!
Diggity's wants to cater your event. Diggity's can set up at your event inside or out and provide delicious smoothies, frozen cappuccinos, candies, and frozen treats to your guests. Diggity's is perfect for weddings, company picnics, group outings, sporting events, festivals, you name it, just call Diggity's. 765-393-0033 today for more information.
MoFab Incorporated, where imagination is the only limitation. We serve residential, commercial, industrial, and municipal customers as your metals warehouse and fabrication center. We do all types of fabrication using the latest technology with unmatched speed, accuracy, and durability on any substrate. Our ornamental division handles all types of interior and exterior work, including rails, fences, gates, and more. So contact us at mofabbing.com to fabricate your dreams of tomorrow today.
You won't believe these deals? They're too good to be true. You cannot miss this special. We're going to give you so much off, you won't believe it. Actual mileage may vary. Price does not include tax, title, and license. Some assembly required. Batteries not included. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. Keep in a cooler place. It is highly unlikely that any sentiments expressed above in any way coincide with those of it.
Wait, what'd they just say? At Auto Farm McCrocklin Ford in Middletown, we're not here to give you fast-talking deals. We take the time to make sure you understand what you're buying to make sure it meets your budget. If you're at Auto Farm McCrocklin Ford in Middletown, you're at the right place.
This program is a presentation by Anderson Speedway. The content contained in this program is that of the host and guests, and not this station.
What's up, Ted Nugent? Little cat scratch fever?
Now, wait a minute.
How do you like that?
Wait a minute.
I knew that on the second note. Cat scratching.
You probably know it at 6:15, too.
No, I didn't. I didn't know it at 6:45, did I, Wade?
10 till then.
We're back. Anderson Speedway's Track Talk. Rick Dawson, Gary Moan. We are at the Men's Small Special Events Studio. Like I said, this Saturday night's the season championships, the Intersect season championships at Anderson Speedway, along with the Madison County Stormwater Partnership and Culligan Water Kids Bicycle Races. Kids from, I can't say 0, from 1 to 12. Come out with their bikes. We separate them by age group.
Yes, we do.
So there's no advantage. The only rule is you got to have a helmet.
Yes.
And everybody that races is going to get a trophy, a bottle of water from Culligan, and the winners of the races are going to get big trophies. How's that?
That'd be great. Come out and have some fun.
I think the parents have more fun than
the
kids do sometimes, but it's always a blast. And you come in, register between 5 and 7. We'll actually have the races at 7:30 as soon as we're done.
And are we still having our special guest with them on Saturday?
The Indy Fuel?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
The Indy Fuel mascot.
What's his name?
It's not Fire, Flame.
It's right on the tip of my tongue, and I
Is
can't.
it?
You meant Nitro.
Nitro.
Yes, Nitro.
Yes. Cool. And there may be some players there, too. I mean, it's
great.
fun. We're going to talk a lot about, you'll get tired of me talking about the Indy Fuel during the winter time, so I'm not.
I'm sure we'll take it several games this winter.
It's great.
It's fun.
But in addition to the races Saturday night at Anderson Speedway, this Sunday at Lucas Oil Raceway Park, there's another annual event taking place. A lot of great racing.
The Fall Brawl.
Great cars in the Fall Brawl, and this is presented by the CRA Series,
yes,
Champion Racing Association, and on the line, and he always enjoys it when we get him on our show because he gets to talk to his favorite track promoter.
And he's one of the founders of this show with you, isn't he?
I believe he was. Him and Skip. I think it was him. Might have been.
You can ask him.
Me and him, Skip. I don't know.
I'm sure he'll tell you.
R.J. Scott, live on the air from Broomfield, Colorado. Mr. Scott, how are you this evening?
I look forward to every opportunity I get to spend on the radio with you guys. It makes me smile.
I know you do. What's going on this Sunday at Lucas Oil Raceway Park?
Well, it's the McGonigal Interperformance Fall Brawl 2015. It's one of the great events we end the year with all the great CRA divisions. The ARCA CRA Super Series event is going to be the EDCO Welding and Hydraulics 100 presented by Quartermaster. The JEG CRA All-Stars Tour will be running in the Stacked Pickle 100 presented by Advanced Racing Suspensions.
We can't stop there. You gotta tell me Stacked Pickle. What's that company?
I knew we were going to get back to that. That was too open-ended to say Stacked Pickle, correct?
Correct.
All right, so Stacked Pickle is a restaurant, a sports pub with wings and burgers and beer, and they have like 4 or 5 locations, and they're building more, and they are owned by former Indianapolis Colt great Gary Brackett.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. I heard him talking about it. Cool.
So, they've come on board. They're going to sponsor the JEGS race, so we're really excited about that. They've got a good connection with Quentin Bear and his parents, Fred and Tina Bear, and they brought us to us. And so we're looking forward to their logo is very cool, and I'm personally looking forward to getting into one of their stores and having a good time there. So,
any chance Gary might show up?
What's that?
Any chance Gary might show up?
I believe that communication is taking place. I don't know where it's at currently.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right. What else you got going besides those two?
The Vors Welding CRA Late Model Sportsman and the Lions Truck and Trailer 40-lap feature and the Stealth CRA Street Stocks and the PBM and Ursing Cans 40. Then we'll have the Vors Compact Touring Series and the Lawrence Towing 30. So over 300 laps of feature racing on Sunday afternoon. We'll get all the preliminary stuff out of the way during the day on Saturday, and then on Sunday, it's all feature racing. And go online and check out the flyer there. There's a coupon for free parking, so you don't have to pay to park. Bring that coupon along, and just going to be some great action. Got a lot of great drivers in all the divisions. One in particular a lot of people are looking forward to is Kinsey Rustin will be making her way back to CRA racing in a car prepared by her fiance, Daniel Hemrick. So very
returning to the track that I believe she won her first feature with you, didn't it?
That is correct, absolutely. So and Daniel has won both the Super and the JEG Series race there. So it's been a great track for that young couple, and I kind of call them racing's first couple. So it's great to have her back racing with us. And there's going to be a lot of great drivers. We got 2 great women racing in the Super Series event with Allie Kern and Dominique Van Wieringen, and they're battling some of the best racers around. Brian Campbell, Boris Yurkovic, Terry Sineker's coming down from the north, Spencer Davis up from the south, Terry Fisher's got his car rolling again, the Whitetown Hustler's going to be out there, Eddie Van Meter, Dossie, Lambert, you name it, all the regular heroes are going to be there, as well as Cody Coughlin. So that's all on the Super Series side of stuff.
That's good, and it's all features starting at 1 o'clock, right?
That's right. One feature right after the other. You're going to get a really great show that day.
RJ, is this the one time out of the year that you run all 4 of your divisions on the same day?
I believe you are probably right. We run them as part of other events, but I do believe this is the only time that you can see all 4 on the same day. Good point, Gary.
Thank you.
Oh, wonderful.
I would assume that you guys will be sitting again like you do every year right behind race control, eating all the food that we have up there?
It depends upon what Greg packs. And something that I think deserves mention, especially to our competitors that are listening, the pits open at 9, but at 10:30, Larry Avery and On Track Ministries has the chapel service that I think is very important, and David and Larry do a great job, I know, for you guys, but also for us at Anderson Speedway, and they are an important part of any racing event.
They absolutely are, and a couple of weeks ago I got to have that conversation with Larry directly about how important they are and how big a part they are of our family, and not just on the faith side of things, but as you guys well know, those guys will jump in and do anything well beyond having prayer with everybody, and they're just a great part of our family, and we're very lucky.
Real quick, RJ, and I haven't, and it's going to kind of hit you off on the side, but we lost, as you well know, we lost a great fan and contributor to racing for longer than you and I have probably been alive with Finley Lane last week. Kind of tell us a little bit of your thoughts here in a minute or so of your memories of Finley.
Well, I'll tell you what, when we head back to Winchester for the Winchester 400 here in a couple weeks, and I walk through that gate the first time and Finley's not on that gate, that's going to be hard. I mean, and I know it is for a lot of people because I've read a lot of stuff on social media. He always had a smile on his face. He was he knew the racers. He was part of the racing community, and it's so sad to know that he's not going to be there. But a lot of people got to enjoy racing with him and through him, and him just being a part and a face that they could enjoy every time they were at the racetrack. And I know he spent many years at Anderson as well as Winchester, and he was just a fixture at a lot of places, and he'll be greatly missed.
Yeah, it was neat at the track Saturday night.
Yes.
I think that was his daughter-in-law, and then, of course, Rebecca, his granddaughter. They actually brought the fire truck down from Pinedo that he was with for over 50 years, and we had a special presentation and ceremony for him out on the start-finish line. But he'll always be around, that's for sure.
Sure will.
Well, I also want to remind everybody, Sunday at Lucas Oil Raceway, there's an on-track autograph session at noon, an hour before the races start, so you want to get down there early. Great place to go. It's going to be a beautiful afternoon, a great day to sit in the stands and enjoy some great racing. RJ, I appreciate you taking the time with us this evening. Leave the snow in Colorado and come to Indiana.
Yes. I'll see you guys this weekend. Thanks a lot for having me on, and really appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
RJ Scott with the Champion Racing Association. Who founded that organization, by the way?
The person sitting beside me here is one of those founding fathers.
Co-founders.
You may call you a father or
yeah.
You are older than me, so I guess I can.
I've founded some things before that haven't been quite as successful as that organization. And, of course, now I got nothing to do with the successful one. So.
And you're still looking for other things to find.
I am. Again, to recap this Saturday night, be at Anderson Speedway first, the Madison County Stormwater Partnership and Culligan Water with the kids' bicycle races. Kids from 1 to 12, bring your bikes and helmets. Get out there early and register, and we'll take you down the track at 7:30.
7:15 to 30. Yeah, you're right.
Is when the races start.
Yes, okay.
Then we have the Intersect Season Championships presented by the Indy Fuel, featuring the Thunder Cars, Thunder Roadsters, Markham Welding Pro Compacts, and Hart's Auto Figure Eights. We're going to crown some champions this Saturday night. And the front wheel drives, some of these races are kind of close. You can go to our website and look at the points. Some of them are pretty well settled. Some of them just have to show up, but we have some close races still going on, and season championships always brings excitement.
It sure does.
To the racetrack. So
front gates open at 5, and we race at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock for the last time this season.
Man, yes.
It went fast.
It didn't it?
Want to say hi to Aunt Jenny?
Hello, Aunt Jenny. Hope you're doing well.
We got to get her out to the track.
We need to go out and see her.
We do.
Yes.
We need to do that, or she's going to whip us both.
She will.
We appreciate you spending the time with us. We really do, and we look forward to seeing you at the races, wherever it may be this weekend. Hopefully you will choose Anderson Speedway to be one of those.
And get well soon, Mike.
Yes. For Gary Mong, I'm Rick Dawson. Have a great rest of the day, and we'll see you at the track.